We've
head on
reached our
forward.
destination.
Okay, it's not that much. That's really not good. Oh man, getting armor. I mean, I'll help them from not dying. Oh man. Let's try to get him for essentially our healers. So for these two, so they won't die immediately. And I think that's pretty much all else we can get. Any accessories we can try to do? Or weapons that I could have made but I didn't check beforehand. Oh yeah, look, I could have made that. I could have made that. I could have made that. But I didn't have, I don't have the money now. Oh. Oh. I thought I sold it. Huh. Well, anyways, okay, so what is the decision we have to make stuff? I literally just made that for you, so I can't just get you that already. Is there anything? Well, let's try to sell our old weapons. So. These old weapons, we don't need them. Well, look at the disadvantage that they give us. Okay, I think that's pretty much enough. Okay, so most definitely I have to get some for myself. So oh dang. It's that one. We literally just need to fight one of those titans. I think probably for him we should get him, because yeah, get this. Yeah, I think we should probably save that.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Good on that. Okay, now let's head back to where we were. All right, we're back. Just do one more save. All right, let's go for it.
Soon, I have to be ready to face anything. I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
All right, let's go. Nothing here. Okay, so that's where we gotta go. But what's up ahead past that?
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
Dang.
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Okay.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Okay, an operating table. Many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from this operations on this. Anything hidden? No? What about on the other side? No treasure? Wasted a perfect good opportunity to do that. What about around? Nothing. I think this is something pretty important, right? Showing lunges structures. You can see pipes for transporting astral energy sticking out of them. Yeah, I'm still wondering, like, how does this all work? Like, especially trying to have like an atmosphere and whatnot. Like, the atmosphere must be freaking huge for it to, like, you know, like for able to like be able to do this, and people are still surviving. Showing the room's equipment. Hasn't been used in a long time. This. I notice this area will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. Oh man. Was there something on those back there? Oh. It's equipment for storing human bodies. Whether held living or dead ones, they're all empty now. Are the plants here? Nothing on them? Yeah, oh, yeah, we gotta check that. Nothing on here. Nothing on here.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danon astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renin citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renins are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait,
What is it? Did you find something?
it's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must
See
be
what it says.
dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Oh.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity,
Don't tell me
NA.
it's Shion.
Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name,
Don't.
Volron.
Oh.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But
What?
according
Rena
to these
is
records,
dead.
there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman? It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Okay, let's see what this says. It's a topic to explore. Okay, the Massacores. Massacores are instruments of power containing actual energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. Of these Massacores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light are loaned to Renan lords at the time of the crown contest. Only the Dark Massacre is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renan's Alma is ready to be reformed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted types of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renis Alma materializes. Be advised that active Master Cores may resonate with other Master Cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renis Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed and the crown contest will be permanently halted. Okay, what about the Spirit Cores? Spirit Cores and end terminals used for the collection of astral energies. When embedded in a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activities, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within a range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Daemons must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that the spirit cores be retrieved from the host bodies and used upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded into Zeugles to control them via astral arts. Addendum. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on the host body without inducing death and maximum astral energy yields is still impending. Okay. Let me just check this. Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lenge's central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Daemon subject serves at the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possesses equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period and stability is not guaranteed for those who survive. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's power of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenges if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternative methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Daemon subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. Maiden. The Maiden acts as a sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A reddened subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with Renis Alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree in intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. So, hey, one has to be from Dana, one has to be a Renin. If they love each other very much, it's gonna work pretty good. It's kind of what we have right now, right? Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressively forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. Addendum 2. In line with the planned adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Okay. The ones back here open? Yes, they are. Want to continue on with this one. Lords. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are gained level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element. The selection process is based on actual artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever, because only the strongest go on to become lords. The position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. I don't know why, but like this line of text just like kind of feels like a little bit out of place. Like it feels like someone is just saying that instead of like it's rule. It's like a rule or like explanation or something like that. It's like, yeah, because only the strongest get to become lords. It should be noted, however, that lords are not only individuals capable of drawing out a master course power. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for these deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, replacement must be quickly prepared. Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report? What's this? The following is a report on the second successful case of Sovereign Test Subject experimentation. Also, this is Volran. Test Subject 10105, given name Volran. Okay. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risk it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. It is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. So it's just pretending to be a lord. Oh, the sedative mask. So what Alphen was wearing at the beginning. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Addendum. Due to the loss of protective facilities incurred from the partial destructions of lineages, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Brainwashing reports. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. The system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Okay, test subject 10105 serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it has done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of the cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be key to this style of rule. Once the subject loses its autonomy? I think it's autonomy. they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2. Soldiers and legends who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. These results will be monitored. Oh man, brainwashing. Okay, so lineages, so this place and the detachable harvester. So this place is a detachable harvester? A large-scale actual energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana as actual energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of actual energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the central core of lineages. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, lineage serves as the central base of operations, the management and execution of the crown contest on Dana. Warning. Any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. So not even the lords can get through here. So he needs to be level 4 or higher. And I'm the detachable harvester. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lenge's conduit, from which it separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceeds to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm. Efficiently harvesting the plant's actual energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via lineages. Because construction and adjustment takes place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, lineage's outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. And then 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvester 2 landing point will remain the same as of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary's topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. Oh god, that was a lot. That was a lot to read. But that was a lot of information, though. A lot to take in. Just man. So intimacy, huh? Let's see what's going on here. I want this though. Grape gel. It's equipment for monitoring subjects. This probably has a failure disposal mechanism as well. Nothing back here. Nothing there. I notice this area will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. Okay, select 4. What's this? see lots of numbers. Looks like logs of alignments between the subjects and lineages proper. Nothing on this side. Okay. Check on the other side here. Can't take it. A room unchanged over the 3 centuries. It's like time itself stopped here. You know, for 3 centuries, you know, you think a lot of things might happen, but not really. Not much has changed. Oh, another vision, another flashback.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
You know, just with the, without the, capability to feel pain, he was pretty much invincible. Not gonna lie. Able to, touch out, reach out to other people. That was pretty all right. Especially with Sean, like, hey, I'm not feeling no pain, so I'm just gonna hug you whenever I want. But eh. Let's just continue on. That's for her. This looks like a battle arena. Let me just save. Not gonna lie, it doesn't feel like 50 hours. No battles? No battles? I mean, I'm fine with that. So let me just explore. Ooh, a heavy tree, nice. But also no battles means not getting that many, experience points,
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen the Sovereign was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
Oh, hey. Just like in the intro.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Rennis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
It's the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No. The truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Ooh. Latest maiden. Mori G. The latest member in a 300-year-long line of maidens, Shion intends to use her power to confront the destruction looming over Dana. Ooh, yes, get this. Absolutely needed. Yes, I need these. I absolutely need that. Yes. Nothing for often, though, because I don't know. Defeated all the lights that emerged from the wedge. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm currently not the highest. I'm not currently at the right level to, get rid of all the wedges. Ooh. So they are Arthalis? A sword given to the chosen sovereign that draws out all their latent power, so as to carry out the spirit channeling ceremony. Gam Arthalis. Ceremonial garb given to the chosen sovereign, granting them the endurance to withstand the immense power of the spirit channeling ceremony. Laz Phi Arqueus. Ceremonial garb given to the chosen maiden, capable of interfering with astral energy. It's worn to contain the sovereign's power. Oh god, that is good. That is good art. Ooh. That is nice. That is nice. But no unique weapon for her? Come on. Let's go see outfits. I'll I'll remove that. Okay, that looks pretty nice. And that outfit though, that's pretty good too. That's pretty good too. Okay. Save right here. Alright. So, well, let's do the woman with no walls.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Okay. Time to move forward. Nothing around here. Oh, and again, this haircut is much better than. What the heck? What the heck? Oh man. I don't know, like, I don't like this haircut. Like, having like ponytail just like, it just works. It's, I don't know, just, that's just the best looking. I'm pretty sure she's supposed to have like this, maybe, I don't know. On these. Yeah, probably that, but But there's also oh, this is already equipped, so this is what she's supposed to look like when yeah, with the maiden. It's like, hey, something feels off. Okay. So I'll just keep this going on for now. But just ponytail for often just makes it make him look a bit better. Not gonna lie. Okay. Got no healings, so
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
go to the depths of the Forbidden Zone. I think we're all right here. Oh, why? Thank goodness I have the plug right next to me. And it seems like, you know, I do also have like the PlayStation 4, like, you know, back back attachment. So like, just like, I think that's also a cause for like, oh hey, it's always, you know, running out of charge and whatnot. Let me put on happy bottle. Two, three, four. Okay, so we're essentially near full health. We don't really need it.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Oh, once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis'
I
transformation,
see a hand.
then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all
Red
have
women.
the same face? How is that even possible?
Bones?
What is this?
can't be.
For me,
Are
why?
they even
What?
people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Three red women.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Elton. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Swallow blade!
Shield and anything in
Oh god.
Dance in the wind!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now you see what I can do!
Strike!
Rise and shine!
It's over!
More where that came from! Air thrust!
Down! You're off!
Not in
What's
your
all
green!
mine? Hurricane strike! Burn in hell!
Searing flame! Lightning orb! There! Lightning
No
condemned!
further!
House stick!
You're mine!
Mega
No
ray!
escape!
Illuminate
It's
magic
over!
exam! Annihilation!
Here I
Holy
come!
land! Mega ray! Glacial fire! Lunar corruption!
I could do without this pain.
By the power of water!
Oh.
Holy land! A chain between heaven and earth! Crossing!
Okay,
This should do it!
Pierce evil!
Take this!
The flames will roar!
Ruin
Healing
skirt!
Take
this!
Dance in the
I
wind!
can carve through armor!
Air thrust! A chain between heaven and earth!
come on, use this card. Oh no.
No escape!
Inferno!
I'm not done!
Savior! Mega ray!
Prepare to interrupted! Try harder!
In a bind?
You'll pay for that! Strike! Ignite!
Healing circle! Look sharp! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Tiger denied!
Thanks!
Resuscitation! I'm going to
Sword Rain
use all
Alpha!
the power to pieces! Let me show you what my art can do! Inferno
No
call!
escape! I'm not done!
Appreciate the help! By the power of
Sword Rain Alpha! I'm not done!
Here we go!
Take this!
Anything in order is all mine!
One.
Lightning condemned!
It's time!
In a bind? I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing art to this one.
Eat dirt! Here I come!
Show you what my art can do.
Eternal devastation!
Now for Hurricane
Swallow blade!
confiscated. This one's mine. I
I'm
will
not
you
done! I'm not done!
illuminate the dark.
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
Let the marksman
Oh.
handle this.
Try harder!
I never miss.
I like my guard down.
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death to
Sword
this.
Rain Alpha!
I'll bring you back from
Anything in armor is all mine!
Resuscitation.
Oh man. Oh.
This one. Ready to go.
Just gonna switch Renewal out cause just gonna need another healer.
All day. Reload.
Burn in hell!
I'm out of ammo. Going in. First aid. Target here. I'm all set.
You're mine!
Mega ray.
I'm not done!
Lunar
Take
Aqua.
this!
Laser cascade. Roaring
this.
kind.
Hit edit so they can switch.
Here. I'm going to use all the power of my healing
Sword
art.
Rain
No
Alpha!
one get it.
Eternal devastation!
Reach is even wider than the ocean light.
Take this!
Heal!
You're about to try it! Not a chance!
Searing
No
flame.
escape!
Negative gate!
I'll heal you all. Here goes. Not on my watch. Lightning healing circle.
Thanks, Shion.
Strike!
Searing flame.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hey, here we go, here we go.
Hurricane strike. Lightning annihilation. By the power of flame.
Ignite!
Finish without a trace. This one's mine.
Coming through!
I just had to get in.
Scarlet Inferno!
Shine!
I'm
Radiant
ready.
light! Force of regeneration!
I'm not done!
Regenerate!
No
Don't
escape!
suffer in silence! See what I can do!
Searing flame.
Allow me to help you!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Inferno crossing. Annihilation.
Rise city! I won't lose. Not now, not ever. I'm not done!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Going in! Leave the charge with me!
Stop!
Flaming Meteor! Healing Fist! Inferno Cluster!
Deity! Rotating I'm
Sorry to trouble you.
Ready! Hurricane Slice!
Not today!
Here I go!
Look, check this!
Regenerate!
Struck!
Don't suffer in silence.
Here's
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hurricane Slice!
Not on my watch!
Ooh.
Lightning Strike!
Deity!
Back into the
Rotating pile driver! Crush!
Gemini
Can you take it?
You're finished!
Shattering of pieces! Attack time! Elusive
No
deity!
escape!
I'll face you! Benediction light.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Inferno Cluster! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
No further.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Freeze Lancer! Where are you going? Oh, too shy to come over? I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
It's on! Sword Rain Alpha!
Resuscitation! An outstanding ready to go!
Eat dirt!
Too shy to come over?
Eternal
Here you
devastation!
are. Let me help!
Denied!
Denied!
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
On your
Take
way.
this!
Take this!
Inferno Cluster!
Can't get out of this!
Here!
We're getting more CP.
Go! I'm all stopped up! Confiscated!
Stop!
Benediction light.
Heal! Take control, Harvey!
Take
this!
Armor won't save you!
How about this?
You're mine!
Water! Piercing roar! Annihilate!
So the blade is
Lightning!
Hurricane
Drive!
Burn!
Tornado drive!
No escape!
Healing
Sword Rain
Resonate
Alpha!
with the earth!
Need to pull
Still
myself
alive.
together. Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Take it!
I hate how they're just at the edge.
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Where are you going? This one's mine!
Now it's my turn!
Ground and pound! Crush the radiant! Here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Ready to go!
Rising Wyvern!
Torn up!
Now or never!
Back into the fray!
Can't get out of this!
Not this one!
Mega
All mine!
Ray! Going in!
finished. Burn in hell!
By the power
join
of
you.
Wisdom!
Dance on the wind! I'll smash you! Reflect on
You're
my
mine.
sin.
Here goes!
They smite with blackened blade!
Ground and pound! Going through!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Come on, you can do it.
This one's mine!
Seal!
This ends now!
Consider
Yeah.
yourself finished!
Will this help?
Whew. Thank goodness they all share a health bar.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
No, not really.
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alvin!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Oh no.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
Oh great.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Which is...
Then you mean Boran was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renin and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Who are you?
Woman.
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Excuse me?
Don't do it!
Serenus Alva!
Oh god.
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
I put my controller down, just like, oh, I didn't even realize it was vibrating. Just gonna leave him to die? Is that really what you guys gonna do? Form chain, hold arms, jump. Everyone hold on. Are you just gonna die again?
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Dead.
Are you two
Maybe.
okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What, those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissalma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissalma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
Can't head back. No way. The Red Women, though.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day?
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena, and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renaissalma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Oh, great. To Rena. Whoever is there will probably not be alright.